जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंदा जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंदा जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंदा जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेम प्रधायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरद्युषे नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेम प्रधायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरद्युषे नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे गुरवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तडालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं भङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरून् दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यमीश्वरं हरिः ओं तत्सत्। आजानुलम्बितौ भुजौ कनकावदातौ सङ्कीर्तनैकपितरौ कमलायताक्षौ विश्वाम्बरौ द्विजवरौ युगधर्मपालौ वन्दे जगत्प्रियकरौ करुणावतारौ। Hare Krishna. So thank you, devotees, for joining in for our Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita session. We are still on the introduction part, wherein Srila Prabhupada is explaining the essential tattva, right? So Srila Prabhupada is explaining how the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is realized in three phases, Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavan iti Shabdyate. Vadanti tat tattvavidas tattvam yajnanam advayam. Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavan iti Shabdyate. So that Bhagavan, who is even much more higher than the Brahman realization and the Paramatma realization, how can such a Bhagavan have material pleasure or enjoy material pleasure? And then Prabhupada is giving the example of how those even who want to attain Brahman platform, they give up everything. They give up all of the material pleasures. They go into performing austerities. They go to the forest. They stand on one leg. They don't eat anything. They eat berries. They eat fruits. And then they live on air. And in this way, they do so much of meditation. And then they're able to even attain the Brahman realization, which means just merging into the effulgence, which is just realizing the Sat aspect of the Supreme Lord. And then to understand the Chit aspect, that is to understand that I am the servant of the Lord. The Lord is situated in my heart as Paramatma. That is the Chit aspect, for which you need to develop meditation on the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You need to meditate on the Lord. You need to completely give up the desire for sense gratification. That is the first level. Second level, you need to develop devotion for the Supreme Lord. Try to meditate on the Lord upon the mind. And the highest realization is Bhagavan realization, wherein we are also getting not just Sat and Chit, but we are also getting the Ananda. How do we get that Ananda? Jivera Swarupaye Krishnera Nitya Das. When we understand that I am the servant of the Lord and I am supposed to serve the Lord, when I serve the Lord and the Lord is pleased, then automatically I will get that Ananda for which I'm so much hankering for, I am lamenting for, I am praying for. Right? We are all Anandamayo Abhyasat. Anything that gives us happiness, we do those things. Why? Because we are essentially happy people as a soul, right? We are essentially happy. But because of our coverage of Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya in our heart, the genuine tendency of the heart to be happy, it is not, it's covered by layers of lust, anger, greed, pride, and illusion, and that's the reason we are suffering. Right? We studied this verse, Manashastan Indriyani, Prakriti Stani Karshite. Actually, they're supposed to be very, very happy, because you are part and parcels of the Lord, who is eternally very, very happy. He is a Bhagavan. He is the embodiment of happiness. Right? Mame Vamshu Jivaloki Jivabhuta Sanatanaha. Yes, you are part and parcels of the Lord. We are supposed to be happy. But Manashastan Indriyani Prakriti Stani Karshiti are suffering. Although being parts and parcels of the Lord, We are suffering with the five senses, including the mind, the sixth sense, right? Shasta, Indriyani, Prakriti Sthani Karshati. Why are we Karshati? Why are we struggling? Because we've not understood what is the actual source of pleasure, right? So, Prabhupada, yesterday the reading concluded by saying that Krishna only enjoys transcendental pleasure. What is that? What is that word? Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tatvatah tyaktva deham punarjanmanaiti mameti so Arjuna. So Krishna's nama, Krishna's appearance, Krishna's leela, everything is so transcendental. How can that Supreme Personality of Godhead have any kind of material pleasure, right? So the pastimes of Radha Krishna or the pastimes of Lord Shri Krishna with the gopis, all of them are very transcendental. That's why Prabhupada recommends that we study from the first canto to the ninth canto properly, where we understand the greatness of the Lord, when we stop comparing with the Lord, but rather follow the instructions of the Lord. And then we come to the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. And now we are studying Chaitanya Charitamrita, which is like a postgraduate degree, right? So now we have a proper Sambandha Gyan. That is, I am the servant of the Lord. A proper Abhideya process, which starts with the chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, ABCD square process, given by Srila Prabhupada. So we are properly established in our relationship with the Lord and the process to revive that relationship. And we are only in the process, like Nitai Sivani Mataji was giving a class. She was saying we are all standing in a queue. We are all, after we have nice prasadam, we are all standing in the queue to wash our hands. Our hands look dirty, right? Because it's not yet cleansed, but we are in the process, in the queue. So we will get our hands cleansed. Similarly, we will get our hearts cleansed. It is only a matter of time if we are sincerely practicing the Abhideya process. After having firmly understood the Sambandha Gyan of being the servant of the Lord. So our desire is not to imitate the Lord, not to compete with the Lord, but to enjoy ourselves in cooperation with the Lord by following the instructions of the Lord. That is given to us through the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Vaishnava Guru Parampara, right? So in that mode, we are supposed to study this Chaitanya Charitamrita, because Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is epitomizing or is the personification of a person, right? Simply by following those instructions and simply by following the Sadachar prescribed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we will reawaken our Krishna Prema immediately. There is no need for any requirement. There is no need to know Sanskrit. There is no need to know verses of the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita. There is no need to memorize anything, because our material intelligence is not enough to understand the Supreme Lord. Sevon mukehi jivadau. The Lord will reveal himself to the extent we follow the instructions of Guru and Gauranga. So with that knowledge, let's continue reading. To learn how, anyone wants to read can raise your hands. To learn how Krishna enjoys pleasure, we must study the first 9 cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam, and then we should study the 10th canto, in which Krishna's pleasure potency is displayed in his pastimes with Radharani and the damsels of Vraja. Unfortunately, unintelligent people turn at once to the sports of Krishna in the Dashama Skanda, the 10th canto. Krishna is embracing Radharani or is dancing with the cowherd girls in the Rasa dance are generally not understood by ordinary men, because they consider these pastimes in the light of mundane lust. They foolishly think that Krishna is like themselves and that he embraces the gopis just as an ordinary man embraces a young girl. Some people thus become interested in Krishna because they think that his religion allows indulgence in sex. This is not Krishna Bhakti, love of Krishna, but this is Prakrita Sahajiya, right? So if we don't have a proper Sambandha Gyan, then if you just simply enjoy hearing the 10th canto of the Bhagavatam or the pastimes, intimate pastimes of the Lord with the gopis, then we will never get a proper understanding, because this is an offense. To consider the Lord to be in equal level with any of the demigods itself is an offense, right? And to consider the Lord to be equal to oneself and to imitate the pastimes of the Lord, then such kind of hearing the pastimes of the Lord itself will take us down, right? But so it is very, very important to establish our Sambandha Gyan properly. Okay, Anusha Mataji, please go ahead and read. Let me share my screen. So let us continue. I hope the screen is visible now. Hare Krishna.
Not yet, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Oh,
Yes,
not yet?
Mataji, just now. Just now, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
To avoid
To
such errors,
avoid such errors, we should understand what Radha Krishna actually is. Radha and Krishna display their pastimes through Krishna's internal energy. The pleasure potency of Krishna's internal energy is most difficult subject matter, and unless one understands what Krishna is, one cannot understand it. Krishna does not take any pleasure in this material world, but he has a pleasure potency. Because we are part and parcel of Krishna, the pleasure potency is within us also. But we are trying to exhibit that pleasure potency in matter. Krishna, however, does not make such a vain attempt. The object of Krishna's pleasure potency is Radharani. Krishna exhibits his potency as Radharani and then engages in loving affairs with her. In other words, Krishna does not take pleasure in his external energy but exhibits his internal energy, his pleasure potency as Radharani, and then enjoys with her. Thus, Krishna manifests himself as Radharani in order to enjoy his internal pleasure potency. Of the many extensions, expansions, and incarnations of the Lord, this pleasure potency is the foremost and chief. It is not that Radharani is separate from Krishna. Radharani is also Krishna, for there is no difference between the energy and the energetic. Without energy, there is no meaning to the energetic, and without the energetic, there is no energy. Similarly, without Radha, there is no meaning to Krishna, and without Krishna, there is no meaning to Radha. Because of this, the Vaishnava philosophy first of all pays obeisances to and worships the internal pleasure potency of the Supreme Lord. Thus, the Lord and his potency are always referred to as Radha Krishna. Similarly, those who worship Narayana first of all utter the name of Lakshmi as Lakshmi Narayana. Similarly, those who worship Lord Rama first of all utter the name of Sita. In any case, Sita, Rama, Radha Krishna, Lakshmi Narayana, the potency always comes first. Radha and Krishna are one, and when Krishna desires to enjoy pleasure, he manifests himself as Radharani. The spiritual exchange of love between Radha and Krishna is the actual display of Krishna's internal pleasure potency. Although we speak of when Krishna desires, just when he did desire, we cannot say. We only speak in this way because in conditioned life we take it that everything has a beginning. However, in spiritual life everything is absolute, and so there is neither beginning nor end. Yet in order to understand that Radha and Krishna are one and that they also become divided, the question when automatically comes to mind. When Krishna desired to enjoy his pleasure potency, he manifested himself in separate form of Radharani, and when he wanted to understand himself through the agency of Radha, he united with Radharani, and that unification is called Lord Chaitanya. This is all explained by Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami in the fifth verse of the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Can I
Hare
go ahead,
Krishna.
Mataji?
Haribol, thank you. Hare Krishna. So this is the reason, right? There are three antaranga reasons why Krishna appeared as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, right? External reason, of course, is to establish the Harinam Sankirtan, to benedict Advaita Acharya of the prayers that he performed. That Krishna, you have to personally appear. So Krishna appeared as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to propagate the Harinam Sankirtans. That's external reason. Internal reason are three reasons. One is, Krishna himself was not understanding what are the qualities in me that is making Radharani serve me with so much of love and devotion. Secondly, what is the pleasure that Radharani is deriving from performing the devotional service? What is the glory of Srimati Radharani's devotional service? And finally, third is Radharani is deriving more pleasure than me. Right? Krishna is thinking, I am the Supreme Lord and I am being served. Lakshmi Sahasrashata Sambrama Sevyamanam Govindam Adi Purusham Tamam Bhajami. That Govinda, that Adi Purusha, Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is being served by so many Lakshmis, served by all of them, right? It seems that the person who is serving seems to be getting more pleasure than the person who is served. Radharani is getting more pleasure in serving Krishna than Krishna himself, who is receiving the service from Radharani. So, do not understand these three aspects. The Supreme Lord Krishna, who is the all-knowing, he appears taking the mood and complexion of Srimati Radharani. So, and Dui Deha, right? Whenever Krishna wants to enjoy Srimati Radharani, Krishna, who is also comprising Radharani within himself, he expands into Radharani and Krishna being separate so that they enjoy. And then when Krishna and Radharani want to combine together, they combine together as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, what is that? the form that Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna, Nahi Anya, right? And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed that form to Ramananda Rai, right? When he showed that Radha and Krishna are combining together to form Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whatever Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying is non-different from what Krishna is saying and what typically Radha Krishna are saying. Right? Typically in ISKCON, Srila Prabhupada actually established Radha Krishna deities in almost all the temples where only Krishna is there. He always established Radharani. Because as Gaudiya Vaishnavas, we worship Radha Krishna together. Because it is only by the mercy of Srimati Radharani that we can even approach Lord Sri Krishna. Right? So, without the mercy of Srimati Radharani, we will not be able to serve Lord Sri Krishna. So in that way, the mood of first taking the blessings of the mother before we approach the father is what is the path given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And what is that path? When we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra in the morning, Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, where we take the blessings of the Panchatattva and then we chant Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. So when we chant Hare Krishna, we are first addressing Hara. Right? Prabhupada says Hara is the pleasure potency of the Lord. Hara refers to Srimati Radharani. Hara, Krishna and Rama, the transcendental seeds of the Mahamantra. Right? Only by when we cry out for the mother. Right? Who comes when a child cries out with loud voice and throws away all the toys? Right? Because the mother gives the toys, because the mother has some work in the kitchen and the child is crying. The mother will come and give a toy to the child. If the child is happy with the toy, what does the mother do? The mother gives the toy to the child and she goes back to do her work in the kitchen. But when the child throws away the toy, I don't want anything else. I simply want you, mother. Then the mother sits down, either breastfeed the child or plays with the child and sits with the child, because the mother understands, oh, the child does not want anything else except me. So the mother sits with the child. So like that, Prabhupada says our chanting of the Hare Krishna Mantra should be like the child crying for the mother, Hara. Right? And by the grace of the Supreme Mother Hara, we can get the grace of Lord Hari. Right? So as we chant Hare Krishna Mantra, this should be our mood, where we are crying to Mother Radharani, please give me taste in chanting Hare Krishna. Let me chant Hare Krishna in a way that's pleasing to you and Lord Sri Krishna, so that it may reawaken my love for Radha Krishna. So like that. So this is the mood and this is the prayer that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given to us, so that we can reawaken our love for the Supreme Personality of Godhead. All right. So let's move ahead. Next, this is a summary of the first few verses. So once we complete the introduction, then we'll read these again in greater detail when Srila Prabhupada explains in the purport. Okay, Rajanish Prabhu, please go ahead in the next verse.
हरे
Rajanish
कृष्णा
Prabhu,
माता जी दंडवत प्रणाम
Pranam Prabhu, please read. Yeah.
जी बोल रहा हूँ जी
In the next
in the
verse.
next verse the author further explains why Krishna assumed the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishna desired to know the glory of Radha's love. Why is she so much in love with me? Krishna asked. What is my special qualification that attracts her so? And what is the actual way in which she loves me? It seems strange that Krishna, as the Supreme, should be attracted by anyone's love. A man searches after the love of a woman because he is imperfect. He lacks something. The love of a woman, that potency and pleasure is absent in man, and therefore a man wants a woman. But this is not the case with Krishna, who is full in himself. Thus Krishna expressed surprise, why am I attracted by Radharani? And when Radharani feels my love, what is she actually feeling? To taste the essence of that loving exchange, Krishna made his appearance in Krishna made his appearance in the same way that the moon appears on the horizon of the sea. Just as the moon was produced by churning of the sea, by the churning of spiritual loving affairs, the moon of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. Indeed, Lord Chaitanya's complexion was golden, just like the luster of moon. Although this is figurative language. It conveys the meaning behind the appearance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The full significance of his appearance will be explained in later chapters. After offering respects to Lord Chaitanya, Krishnadas Kaviraj begins offering them to Lord Nityanand. Lord,
In the verse.
Lord Nityanand in the seventh verse of Chaitanya Charitamrita. The author explains Lord
Lord
that
Nityananda is
Lord
Balaram.
Nityanand is Lord Nityanand is Balram, who is the origin of Mahavishnu. Krishna's first expansion is Balram, a portion of whom is manifested as Sankarshan, who then expands as Pradyumnan. In this way, so many expansions take place. Although there are many expansions, Lord Shri Krishna is the origin, as confirmed in Brahm Samhita. He is like the original candle from which many thousands and millions of candles are lit. Although any number of candles can be lit, the original candle still retains its identity as the origin. In this way, Krishna expands himself. In this way, Krishna expands
Himself into so many
himself
forms.
into so many forms, and all these expansions are called Vishnu Tattva. Vishnu is a large light, and we are small lights, but all are expansions of Krishna. When it is necessary to create the material universes, Vishnu expands himself as Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu lies down in the casual ocean and breathes all the universes from his nostrils. Thus, from Mahavishnu
And the causal ocean,
and the casual ocean separating all the universes, uh,
including ours.
Mahavishnu and the casual ocean separating all the universes, and all these universes, including ours, float in the casual ocean. In this regard, there is a story of Vaman who, when he took 3 steps, struck his foot through the covering of this universe. Water from the casual ocean flowed through the hole that his foot made, and it is said that water became the river Ganges. Therefore, the Ganges is accepted as the most sacred river, sacred water of Vishnu, and is worshipped by all Hindus from the Himalayas down to Bay of Bengal.
Hare Krishna. Thank
Mahavishnu
you.
is actually an expansion of Balram. Hare
Thank
Krishna
you.
Mataji.
Krishna. Radha Krishna Pranay Vikritir Ladini Shaktirasmat Ekatmana Vepi Deha Bedam Gatauto Chaitanyakyam Prakadodana Tadvayam Chikyamaptam Radha Bhavaduti Sublitam Naumi Krishna Swarupam. So that same Krishna, Radha Bhavaduti Sublitam, has taken the mood of Shrimati Radharani and has appeared as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So there is no difference between Krishna and Radharani. Because Krishna, from Krishna, Radharani appears, right? And they enjoy pastimes whenever they want to enjoy. And whenever they want to combine together, they combine to form Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna, Nahi Anya. Right? So Radharani is not even an expansion of Krishna. Right? Radharani and Krishna are non-different. Krishna is non-different from Radharani. Right? Just like Prabhupada says, the energetic and the energy are non-different. Right? And the first expansion of Lord Shri Krishna is Balaram. Right? When we are chanting also, the first words are Vande Gurun Isha Bhaktan Isham Ishavatarakan Tat Prakasham Satat Shakti Krishna Chaitanya Samyakam. It's talking about Balaram. Right? Vande Gurun Isha Bhaktan Isham Ishavatarakan Tat Prakasham refers to Nityananda Prabhu. Right? So, just like Balaram is the first expansion of Krishna, when Krishna appeared as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Balaram appeared as Nityananda Prabhu. Right? And between Krishna and Balaram, what is the difference? Prabhupada says Krishna is Shamavarna, whereas Balaram is white in color. Right? He is black in color and is white in color, like that. Right? So, In this way, and Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, and Balaram is the supreme personality of servitor Godhead. The very purpose of expansion of Krishna into Balaram is that Balaram expands into everything, the paraphernalia of the Lord, the arati set of the Lord, the dhamma of the Lord, the ornaments of the Lord, everything about Lord Sri Krishna is the expansion of Balaram. That is the reason Balaram is said to serve Lord Sri Krishna in all the rasas. Right? Whether it is whether it is even Shanta Rasa, or even Dasya Rasa, or Sakya Rasa, or Vatsalya Rasa, or Madhuri Rasa, in all the rasas, Balaram serves the divine couple Radha Krishna in all the ways. Right? And then we have the 6 kinds of incarnations. We have the Purusha avatar, we have the Leela avatar, we have the Guna avatar, Manvantara avatar, then we have the Yuga avatar, and then we have the Shakti Vesha avatar. Right? So, in this now, after talking about the first expansion, after talking about Krishna and Radharani being non-different as the energetic and the energy, and then going on to the first expansion of Krishna, who is Balaram, and then we are now going into the expansions of Balaram, Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, and then expansions into the 6 types of incarnations. What are these 6 types of incarnations you're talking about? The first way you're talking about Purusha incarnation. The Purusha incarnation is Krishna expands into Mahavishnu, Karanodakashai Vishnu, and then Garbhodakashai Vishnu, and then Kshirodakashai Vishnu. So it is causal ocean. Causal means Karana, the root cause. Right? The original Mahavishnu was also called Karanodakashai Vishnu. Right? Whenever Krishna wants the material world to be created, what does he do? The original Vishnu, right? He glance upon Ramadevi, right, who is Lakshmi, right, and the glance is called Lord Shiva, right, and then the entire Mahatattva is created by Parvati Devi, who is the wife of Lord Shiva. So like that, this entire material world is created, and once this material world is created, first and foremost, innumerable universes are created. They are created from the pores of Karanodakashai Vishnu or Mahavishnu. Right? Once each of the universe is created, then what happens? Karanodakashai Vishnu, he expands himself into Garbhodakashai Vishnu, and he lies down in the Karana ocean, the causal ocean, and he lies down as Garbhodakashai Vishnu. And from the navel of Garbhodakashai Vishnu, every universe, our material universe, has also sprung from one of the pore of Karanodakashai Vishnu. And and he enters into this universe as Garbhodakashai Vishnu, and from the Garbhodakashai Vishnu's navel, that is where our Brahma comes out. And Brahma does not knowing anything, and he hears the word tapa, tapa, tapa. That is the first audio or the audio sound that Brahma heard, and he did tapasya for thousands of years. And then he got to understand what is the purpose of his creation. Then he got to know that, okay, I am supposed to do sub-creation now. Right? What the Lord did is Sarga. Right? He did the entire, through the Karanodakashai Vishnu, Garbhodakashai Vishnu, and the maintenance of every living entity. Right? As the Kshirodakashai Vishnu, being situated in our hearts. Krishna has done the primary creation. And then the secondary or the Visarga is being actually conducted by who is done by Brahmaji. And that also under the guidance of Lord Sri Krishna, right? Because he did tapasya, the Lord revealed transcendental knowledge in the heart of Brahma. Tene Brahma Hridaya Adi Kavaye Muyanti Yat Suraya. Right? So in this way, whatever knowledge, whether we are marginal living entities, we are also guided by the Lord from our heart, because Krishna is situated as Paramatma, or whether it is the greatest of the demigods, Brahmaji, he is also guided by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And that Supreme Personality of Godhead is whom Prabhupada is described in Brahma Samhita as Ishwaraha Paramakrishna Sachidananda Vigraha Adir Govindaha Sarva Karana Karanam, where Prabhupada also explains in that translation and purport how there is this original candle of Krishna. And all the other avatars, right, they are said to be other candles. Although the other candles are also shining as bright as the original candle, the original candle retains its position as the original candle. So Krishna is the original candle, and then all the other incarnations, be it the Purusha avatar, Leela avatar, all the numerous incarnations, right? We have the 10 predominant incarnations given by Jayadev Goswami in Dashavatar Stotra, right? And Prabhupada explains in the purport of that one of the verses in the Bhagavatam, the 3rd chapter, Krishna is the source of all incarnations. He tells in one of the purports that just like the waves in the ocean cannot be counted, Krishna's avatars cannot be counted, right? So Dashavatar Stotra is only the prominent 10 which are given by Jayadev Goswami. So here we see that the original candle is Krishna. The first expansion of Krishna is Balaram. From Balaram comes Mahavishnu. Right? So when we chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we are addressing that original Krishna, that Vrindavan Krishna we are addressing. Right? I mean, within Krishna also we were discussing yesterday, right? Complete Krishna, more complete Krishna, most complete Krishna. That is Krishna of Mathura and Krishna of Dwaraka, where there is a tinge of a little bit of this awe and reverence is there even in Dwaraka. But in Vrindavan Dham, right, Krishna is simply Shama Sundar. Right? He's not recognized as having any kind of opulence. Krishna, even if he displays his opulences, Mother Yashoda thinks that, oh my God, what happened to my Krishna? He's showing his entire Brahmanda in his mouth. Oh, Vishnu, please protect my little boy. So like that, Yashoda Maya and the Gopis of Vrindavan, the Gopas of Vrindavan, and every pure devotee in Vrindavan who's a Nitya Siddha recognizes Krishna as their lover, as their friend, as their master, where there is no Aishwarya Bhav at all. It is complete Madhurya. It is complete love and devotion. And Prabhupada has given us a jalak into this because every day morning, what are we singing? We are singing Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Oh Radha and Krishna, please engage me in your service. So when we become pure devotees of the Lord, this is what we are aspiring. As Sadhaka Bhaktas, this is what we are practicing every day in our home by serving the Archa Vigraha, by chanting the Hare Krishna Mantra, by hearing the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita. So if we perfect our lives, we are not going to do anything different. We are again going to continue to serve Radha and Krishna. But what is it that we are going to do? Our love is going to be spontaneous. Our love is going to be for the pleasure of the Lord and not for anything else. Right now we may have ulterior motives. I want to become happy, I want to get a good job, I want to get good marks in my exam, I want to get this, I want to get... Okay, but when we perfect our life, we will be doing it with the right consciousness. That means we will do all of these sevas. The sevas are not going to change. Jiva Rusurabhi Krishna Nityadas. We're eternally going to be servants. But when the service that is performed, we will perform it for the exclusive pleasure of Radha Krishna. So that is the perfectional stage that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given to us, which Prabhupada has given to all of us. And that is a process that we can attain. That is the destination we can attain. Simply by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Like that. Okay. Oh, Sudha Mataji, please read. How many minutes we have now? Okay. We have 6 minutes. Okay, fine. Sudha Mataji, go ahead. Mahavishnu is an actual expansion of Balaram from there.
Hare Krishna Dandat Pranams. Mahavishnu is actually an expansion of Balarama, who is Krishna's first expansion, and in the Vrindavana pastimes, his brother. In the Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, the word Rama refers to Balarama. Since Lord Nityananda is Balarama, Rama also refers to Lord Nityananda. Thus, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama addresses not only Krishna and Balaram, but Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda as well. The subject matter of the Chaitanya Charitamrita primarily deals with what is beyond this material creation. The cosmic material expansion is called Maya, illusion, because it has no eternal existence. Because it is sometimes manifested and sometimes not, it is regarded as illusory. But beyond this temporary manifestation is a higher nature, as indicated in the Bhagavad Gita 8.20. Parastasmattu bhavonyo vyakto vyakta sanatanaha yasaha sarveshu bhuteshu nasyatsu na vinashyati. Yet there is another unmanifested nature which is eternal and is transcendental to this manifested and unmanifested matter. It is supreme and is never annihilated. When all in this world is annihilated, that part remains as it is. The material world has a manifested state, vyakta, and a potential unmanifested state, avyakta. The supreme nature is beyond both the manifested and the unmanifested material nature. This superior nature can be understood as a living force which is present in the bodies of all living creatures. The body itself is composed of inferior nature, matter, but it is the superior nature that is moving the body. The symptom of that superior nature is consciousness. Thus, in the spiritual world, where everything is composed of the superior nature, everything is conscious. In the material world, there are inanimate objects that are not conscious, but in the spiritual world, nothing is inanimate. There is a table. There, a table is conscious, the land is conscious, the trees are conscious, everything is conscious. It is not
Hare Krishna.
possible to imagine. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. Yeah, so the ornaments of Krishna, right? The ornaments of Krishna, each person. That is why when we are singing the song, Namami Shwaram Sachitananda Rupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam. That Lasat Kundalam, that Kundalam which is dangling in Krishna's ears and is swinging to and fro. That is very beautifully described by Satyavrata Muni, right? In this beautiful song. That kundalam is also a person, right? And then that kundalam, it actually gets to kiss Krishna's cheeks as it is touching Krishna's cheeks as the kundalam goes to and fro. So that is how it is explained. So every ornament of the Lord, every tree of the Lord is kalpavriksha, right? Because everything is destined to be there, whether in Shantaras or in Dasiras or in Vatsalaras or Madhuri Rasa, they are all filled with the seva bhav to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and they are all live and they are all conscious. They are all conscious. Only when those conscious beings can render seva. Can a table or a chair, which are jada, in this material world only find jada, right? These jada cannot experience emotions, they cannot render seva also. They need a living force to move these jada things, to engage them in the service of the Lord. But in the spiritual world, there is no jada, right? There is only everything is kalpa vriksha, right? Chintamani prakara sadma sukalpa vriksha lakshavriteshu surabhira vipalayantam lakshmi sahasrashata sambrama sevyamanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So there's no jada. Chintamani Prakrasadmusa Kalpavriksha. Everything is Chintamani. That means it can fulfill the desires of everything. Right? Even an ornament of the Lord wants to please the Lord. Because the ornament is, okay, my duty or my service is to add the beauty to Lord Sri Krishna. Right? But actually the ornament becomes beautiful because it is placed on the body of Lord Sri Krishna. Right? So everything and anything in the supreme world, in the spiritual world, in that abode of Lord Sri Krishna, Goloka Vrindavan Dham, is supremely conscious. And the consciousness is, how can I serve Krishna to the best of my ability in this time and place? And moreover, there is no time factor. It is not that, oh, we have to complete our seva by this time, and so we have to rush. No. It is, Prabhupada says it's conspicuous. In the time is conspicuous by its absence in the spiritual world. Right? Because the seva bhav is so much that everyone wants to serve, even the objects. Right? They are all living forces. They all want to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And in service to the Lord, they all derive pleasure. So with this we will end. Subhara Prabhu, we can read on Monday as we continue Srimad Bhagavatam. So we have about 1 minute left. We'll quickly do Harinam Sankirtan. Today is also the most auspicious Lalita Sakhi's appearance day. Today our meditation is singing the Lalita Ashtakam written by Srila Rupa Goswami. That's our meditation for today as we are preparing our consciousness for Shri Radhashtami that's coming up on 31st, which is day after tomorrow. So we are singing nice bhajans of the Lord, imbibing the mood of these acharyas. We've sung these wonderful songs so that we can also develop that mood of love and devotion unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Grantraj, Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai, Shri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Maharaj ki jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Shri Gurudev ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrind ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Jai Tanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama